Jai Satchidanand. This is a spiritual science. In this spiritual science, we learn about our own pure soul, who am I, and who is governing this whole universe. Due to ignorance, we are charging new karma, and we have to take birth and rebirth by charging new karma. And in spiritual science, we realize ourselves, who am I? Once we know who am I am pure soul, physical body is separate, mind is separate, speech is separate. In religion and spiritual science, both are totally separate. In religion, we have to do something, some guru is there, we have to follow him, we have to chant mantra or say meditation or fasting or doing some rituals, and we have to follow our religion. Our spiritual religion teacher is there, we have to follow him. He will say you have to do so and so, don't do so and so. They will help. Leave bad things, adopt good things. It is called religion. But certain level, if we understand that when we are doing good things, then definitely we will charge merit karma. And if we do bad things, then definitely we will charge demerit karma. And once we charge merit karma, again we have to suffer. We have to take rebirth, and by merit karma we have to get result. Merit karma will give worldly happiness, physical happiness. Happiness can be experienced by five senses, is by merit karma. And demerit karma, that gives misery, unhappiness, pain, trouble, disease, all obstructions due to demerit karma. While in spiritual science, we are coming out from merit karma, demerit karma, and totally no charging of new karma, no bondage of any karma. And that is called spiritual science. And Dada Bhagwan has given this science, Akram science. This is called spiritual science. In this spiritual science, we have to recognize ourselves, who am I? And here, once we know who am I, then whatever happen with body or speech or mind, that who is governing, that also knowledge you have to get over here. In ignorance stage, we don't know who am I, self-ignorance. At that time, whatever body is doing, that we believe that I am doer. Whatever talking, we say I am speaking, I am talking. Whatever thoughts come, we believe that I am thinking. So whatever mind, action of mind or speech or body take place, we believe that I am doer. But at the same time, if we think minutely, whenever I don't like, still sometimes bad thoughts are coming. Then why these bad thoughts are coming? From where it coming? It is not my wish. So my wish, there should not be any bad thought, negative thought. And thoughts are coming, so both are separate. So thoughts are coming from mind, and it may show negativity or positivity, but it is not in my own control. But due to ignorance, we believe that I am thinking. Sometimes we don't want some bad words, still our speech says some bad words to others. At that time we can understand this is not my intention, why this speech came out bad. So that is also, we can say, it is not in our own control. So we are really not doer, but we believe that I am speaking, I am doing. Say fever comes in body, it is not our wish. Still it comes. So we cannot control, we cannot change, we cannot stop. So body is also not in our own control. Really, exactly by spiritual science, if we understand, then thoughts, speech and body, these are the three batteries, they are getting discharged. And when we believe that I am thinking, that is a charging point of mind for next life. I am speaking, that is a charging point of speech for next life. I am doing, I am walking, I am running, I am doing my work. So this physical body is doing, and we believe that I am doer. That is charging point of new karma for next life. So from birth till death, our mind, speech and body, three batteries getting discharged. This is discharge karma. And when we believe that I am doer for these thoughts or speech or action, that is a charging part for next life. And here, by spiritual science, we can understand what is charge, what is discharge, what is causes, what is effect, how reincarnation take place. Because of charging new karma, we will have to take new birth for suffering all whatever charge we have to suffer in next life as discharge. Effect we have to suffer. And ignorance, we are doing bad work, then demerit karma, good work, then merit karma. And once we know who am I am not doer, who is the doer, then new karma can be stopped. Charging of new karma can stop by spiritual science. And once mind and speech and body action gets discharged, and if we are not charging any new karma, then definitely next time, in next life, there will not be body, speech and mind and soul. Without body, without atom, without karma, get liberation. So spiritual science is a path of liberation. This is not any new religion, not new rituals, not any doership, chanting mantra or fasting or worshipping God. But it is a spiritual science. We have to know what is reality, what is eternal element, how world is governed by which energy or which thing is governed this world. So in reality, what is correct, what is incorrect, in spiritual science we will know. And Dada Bhagwan, to whom we say Dada Bhagwan, he always says this physical body is not Dada Bhagwan, but inner pure soul, enlightened pure soul is a God, is a Dada Bhagwan. So this physical body is name given to A.M. Patel. He himself is a Gnani, self-realized person. In inner pure soul, he is a God, is a Dada Bhagwan. So many life he was searching that what is universal truth, who is governing this world, who am I, how the people get happiness, inner happiness, permanent happiness. His wish from so many lives. In this life, in 1958, he realized whole reality of world in 1958. And he all covering broken, and he got realization what is universal truth. And that same thing by Akram science, Akram Vignan, we are getting knowledge. Kramik marg means step-by-step path. In worldly religion, they are step-by-step path. For slowly they will develop people, and then further they have to come in spiritual science. But development take place in worldly religions. We have to adopt good things, we have to leave bad things, and development take place. In further development, we have to know what are the eternal element, what are the temporary things, and then spiritual science will start. And once spiritual science, one know who am I, what are the eternal element, then charging of new karma will stop and liberation of soul will take place. So this is called spiritual science. Whatever we are doing is not wrong, but we have to go further. We are in 7th standard, then we have to go 8th standard, then 9th standard, then college, then PhD. Like development take place. And ultimately, nobody likes unhappiness, misery, troubles. Everybody wants happiness. But that happiness we are getting from worldly things, and worldly things are temporary. That happiness is also getting temporary. So is there any permanent thing in this world? And once our soul is permanent, once we realize our soul, then we will get permanent happiness. And every living being wants happiness. Nobody likes unhappiness or misery. And in religion, we are getting some happiness by doing some rituals. But that also temporary. Further we have to do again and again. And in spiritual science, once we realize our own pure soul, soul is eternal, soul is permanent, soul is immortal. And once we realize our own pure soul, that will give us permanent happiness. And that is a goal of human life, to get permanent happiness. Once we get permanent happiness, then whatever we have charged in past life karma will solve with equanimity, then charging of new karma can be stopped. And that tends to give to us liberation. This is path of liberation. Anybody wants to ask any question, they can ask question, whatever our belief. We are believing that about God, about doership, about soul. We want to get right understanding. What is God? Where is God? What is God is doing? Who is governing this world? Who am I? That right understanding and right knowledge you should get, and it will given here. You will get in this spiritual science. Law of karma, we say karma. But what is karma? How it is getting charged? In day-to-day life, whatever we are experiencing is a karma, or it is result of karma. What we are speaking, we are doing business, marriage life, then we are doing some religions, is a karma or it is a result of karma. So Dada Bhagwan has totally new science given to worldly people. Whatever we are experiencing from day to night or birth to death is totally discharged karma, is a result of karma. And when we believe that I am Peter or I am George, I am Deepak, that wrong belief, and I am doer. Whatever happens by five senses we are observing, but whatever happens, and we believe that I am doer. So that is a wrong belief, and that is a charging of karma. So karma is not physical, it is very subtle level, and it is due to doership. I am doing, that is called charging of karma. And the charged thing will come in discharge. Causes will give effect, but effect cannot get directly. With the help of scientific, circumstantial evidence, we will get effect. So effect is a discharge karma. And that part we have to understand how gets discharged, who is the governing that discharge karma, how we are charging new karma, how can we stop the charging karma. And all this in question can be solved by the spiritual science. Here some question arise, we'll take some question and answer, so you can get more explanation about spiritual science.
Vidanat. As a Mahatma after Jnana Vidhi, I cannot create or charge new karma. But as long as I do not settle the old karma with equanimity, it remains pending and it comes again and again. In my case, I think it's mainly about pride and anger, but that's also the case for deceit and greed. Is that correct? Have I understood correctly?
Yes, if you practice 5 agnas, then definitely no charging of new karma. And if you miss 5 agna, that no charging of karma is there, but discharge karma remains pending. So we have to, again, it will come, we have to solve with equanimity. We have to clear all discharge karma with equanimity. Here you says, file 1 has more about that pride and anger. So very easy solution for pride and anger. By our pride or anger, anybody gets hurt, then ask Tobias to do pratikraman. So that will, one layer of that mistake will go away and awareness will increase. So because we want to solve Tobias also with equanimity. So Tobias may have pride or anger, but you don't like this pride or anger. So you are totally separate from Tobias. So whenever Tobias hurt anybody by anger, but your objection, this is not correct, you should not do this. So you are in equanimity. Tobias is not in equanimity, but discharge karma, by discharge karma he becomes angry on somebody. Then we will say Tobias to do pratikraman. So by pratikraman we are clear one layer of anger. Slowly that so many layers, just like onion, if we remove one layer, again same onion, second layer will come. Just like all mistakes are having so many layers. When we ask Tobias to do pratikraman, one layer will go. But again after some times or 1 or 2 days, again something happen and anger will come out. But we are knowing that it is with Tobias and Tobias has to do pratikraman. So second layer will go. Slowly the tumor will dissolve. You understood?
Yes, thank you very much.
Jai Satchidananda.
Jai Satchidananda.
So in Gnana Vidhi, we are getting knowledge of ourself. Who am I? But anger or pride, deceit, greed, everything remains in Tobias. You are totally separated. But we have to, because by grace of Dada Bhagwan, we are getting this knowledge. So this all discharge karma remain inside Tobias. You are separated. Now each karma will pull scientific circumstantial evidence. So for discharge, we are not doing anything. Discharge means it automatically circumstantial evidence come and discharge will come out. Anybody may hurt, then we will ask Tobias to do pratikraman.
Darashri has said that he too has to have 1, 2 or 3 reincarnations before he reaches final ultimate salvation. Where is he now? Due to his high level of development, he would certainly attract attention in this world because of his exceptionality.
So first question, Dada always says that when I leave this body, I will go to Lord Simandar Swami. And I have to take 1 or 2 or 3 births because I want to, this is my pending work. world's salvation. So I have to finish that work and then I will go to liberation. And this knowledge, who has taken Akram science, Dada says it is my responsibility. I will have to take each and every person salvation, means liberation, then I will go to liberation. Just in school, that the teacher takes all the students, 200 students for picnic. Then each and every student, he will pick up all students, all should come in bus and then he will come to school. So his responsibility, every student should come. So similarly, Dada says it is my responsibility to whom we are giving this Akram science, Akram Gnan. Each and every who are following Dada's 5 Agna. And Dada's, Bhagwan's responsibility, that person should achieve ultimate liberation. So all people, Dada says, it is my responsibility, I will send all people liberation, then I will go to liberation, moksha. So that's why he has to take 2-3 births more. You understood? Because his work is world salvation, it is pending. So he has to take 2-3 births more. When he finish all world salvation work, nobody is remain over here that want to attain ultimate salvation. Then suppose there is no client, then automatically shop will stop. You have to close shop. Why? There is no client at all. Just like not a single person remain over here who is quality, his quality is to attain ultimate moksha, then automatically this science also will stop. So till to whom this knowledge, they are getting this knowledge, Dada says, I am responsible, I have to give them ultimate liberation. That's why he has to take 2-3 births more. Dada Bhagwan, he says that I will leave this body and I will go to feet of Simandar Swami, Mahavidek Kshetra, near Lord Simandar Swami. And I will do this for our planet, that's world salvation work will continue from there.
Thank you.
And second question, due to high development, but suppose you are having anger and I don't have anger, then you have some attraction towards me because you have anger, pride, deceit, greed, attachment, hatred, and I don't have such anger, pride, deceit, greed, attachment, hatred, abhorrence. Then automatically you will feel attraction towards me because my atoms pure and your atoms having anger, pride, so automatically attraction will take place. So Dada says he has removed all atoms of anger, pride, deceit, greed, attachment, abhorrence. Everything is totally dissolved. So pure stage. That's why people have attraction toward him. And we don't like anger, pride, deceit, greed. We feel unhappiness. And he is free from all these enemies, kashayas. That's why our attraction towards Dada Bhagwan. And we also feel, our wish, we want to come out from this anger, pride, deceit, greed. And he has come out from all these atoms by spiritual science. So same science we are getting from him, grace of Dada Bhagwan, we are getting this spiritual science. And if we practice this science, then also we will come out from all this anger, pride, deceit and greed. You understood?
He is in another planet in Mahavidek Kshetra.
Near Lord Simandar Swami. A very important part Dada Bhagwan, his work is pending. World salvation work is pending. That's why he has to take new birth. Otherwise, for our all people, when we finish all files with equanimity, then automatically within 1 or 2 life we will finish all discharge karma. We will take ultimate liberation.
A related question to yesterday, Alexandra was asking about stones and plants. And Johanna has experienced in Tiruvannamalai the energy of Arunachala mountain, and it is said that Lord Shiva has done his first incarnation there. And there are some more mountains like that, like Kailash, or we have some on the Austrian-German border. How can it be that these one-sense beings have such a high energy?
No, one-sense creature doesn't have such a high energy.
Okay.
Lord Shiva, or say some Gnani or enlightened person, he was there. That's why that area is having a powerful energy.
Okay, so it was said that Ramana Maharshi was going to Arunachala. So there must have been someone who had the Shiva energy before, no?
It is possible.
Okay.
But see, all space having some effect. Some have good effect, some have bad effect. So our temples, they are on that people, they find out which is a good place, which has good vibration. They make temple over there. And that saint and enlightened person, they travel towards that part. So that part is that space is having a positive energy.
Okay.
So this is a possible. It is correct.
Okay, so it's related to the
Relative.
Okay, thank you.
But people in religion, they want to charge merit karma, and they come out from demerit karma. So the positive vibration, they feel inner happiness, they worship with good concentration, they will charge good merit karma. For salvation or liberation or self-realization, it is not effective.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.